important that you check your work. Number 7, Diane has 15/16 cups of butter. A recipe for a cake calls for 1/4 cup of butter. Diane was able to make 3 whole cakes. How much butter did she use? Okay, so what we're going to need to do before we get all started here, we have to figure out, she made 3 whole cakes. So, and it's 1/4. So we're going to take 3 times 1/4 to start off with, because that will tell us how much butter she is going to use. So the hint was to solve this problem, multiply the number of cakes by the amount of butter used per cake. So if I'm going to take 3 times 1/4, put the whole number over 1, we get 3/4. So she used 3/4. Ah! Let's check it. So we got that right so far. Now let's go to part B. How much butter will she have left over? So it sounds like you might have to subtract. So to solve this question, it says, subtract the amount of butter she used by the amount of butter she has. So she used 3/4. She has 15/16. So we're going to take 15/16, so we're going to subtract it by 3/4. But as we do this, because we're subtracting, we have to get a common denominator. Those are different. I can change the 4 into a 16 by multiplying by 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. So I'm going to just drop this 15/16 down. My denominator is now going to be 16. 15 minus 12 is 3. So I got 3. She has 3/16 left over. In our original fraction, I forgot to type our expression. I'm sorry. We have 15/16 minus, our fraction was 3/4. Let's see if it'll take that without getting a common denominator. And it did. Okay, number 8. Sandy is a jeweler. She has 2 grams of gold. Each earring she makes must contain 3/16 grams of gold. So how many earrings can Sandy make? So let's look at our hint. In this problem, you're dividing the amount of gold Sandy has. So she has 2. We're going to divide it by 3/16. So 2 over 1. And then with the multiplication, that means we're going to flip the second one. So 16/3. Now I'm going to come over here to my work paper and I'm going to solve that. So 2 over 1 times 16/3. 2/16 is 2 times 16, I'm sorry, is 32/3. Okay, so we're going to take 32 divided by 3. 3 goes into 32 10 times because that's 30. We get 10 2/3. You can't make 2/3 of a pair of earrings, so you get 10 whole earrings here. Okay, how many earrings could she make from a bar of 1,000 grams of gold? So instead of 2 this time, she's going to have 1,000 divided by 3/16. Oops, I need to hit the fraction bar first. So 3/16. 1,000/1. And then we're going to flip it and do 16 over, oops, 1 over 3. We have to find the answer to that now. Oops. Come on. Okay, so we have 1,000 times 16. So that's 16. We're gonna add 3 zeros behind it and 3. Three times 5 is 15. Bring down the 0. 3 goes into 10 3 times, because that's 9. Bring down the 0. 3 goes into 10 3 times, because that's 9. We get a 1. Bring down the 0. So, whole earrings, we get 5,333. Next up is number 9. Okay, we're going to find the reciprocal. This one should go fairly quick for you. The reciprocal is 16/5 because we just flipped it. The reciprocal for 1/5 is 5/1. The reciprocal for 4/9 is 9/4. I skipped number 11. The reciprocal for 4, which would be 4/1, is 1/4. Number 13. Okay, now these next ones, I'll solve several for you, but because they are so straightforward and not word problems, I'm not going to go over all of them for you. You can look at the hints, you can look at the check buttons and continue without me. I'm just going to do several with you, and you can figure out the rest because they are pretty straightforward. They're not word problems. They're just asking you to divide some things. And since you can check your answers and they have hints, I do not need to check them all for you. First one comes straight down. The division changes to multiplication and we flip. I'm going to cross cancel because 3 goes into 12 4 times, 3 goes into 3 once. We get 5/4. That's an improper fraction. We need to change that to a mixed number. So I get 1 1/4. Number 14. I have 2/3 divided by 1/6. The 2/3 comes straight down. The division changes to multiplication, then I flip. 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 6 twice. 2 times 2 is 4, so your answer is 4. 15. I have 1/2 divided by 7/8. The 1/2 comes straight down. Division changes to multiplication, then we flip. Let's look across for cross canceling. 2 and 8. I know 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 8 4 times. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 7 is 7. So our answer is 4/7. Okay, this is the last one I'm going to be doing with you because I think you can figure out the rest of them. And you probably practice some on your own without me. I have 11/15 divided by 3/5. 11/15 comes straight down. Division changes to multiplication, then we flip. Cross canceling, we can't do anything with the 11 and the 3. With the 5 and the 15, 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into 15 3 times. 11 times 1 is 11. 3 times 3 is 9. Some of you can probably do this without dividing, but I'm going to show dividing for those of you that need it. 9 goes into 11 once because 1 times 9 is 9. 11 minus 9 is 2, so I get 1 and 2 ninths. Okay, and so the remaining ones I'm wanting you to try out by yourself because you can check your answers. Make sure you're showing your work so you're remembering to flip and all that other stuff.